Welcome back to King's Quest 4, The Pearls of Rosella.
Thank you.
No. Pearls of Rosella, not pearls.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator.
To be or not to be?
That is the question.
That's the question, and that's the wrong answer. The game does not understand B.
Oh well.
This game
what a
doesn't
shame.
this game doesn't seem to understand anything for what we could tell so far. Oh yeah, that's the unicorn we're after, but we don't have the tools to capture the unicorn yet, so we'll have to come back to him later.
Yeah. Do you have a gun? Oops,
Charlie?
you scared the frog.
Actually, we do have the Cupid's bow and arrows, and we actually are going to use them to kill someone at some point, but that not yet.
Oh, so we're going to kill them with love.
Throw ball into pond.
The golden ball I found under the bridge. Basically, you might remember...
You accidentally drop the golden ball into pond. On the top of a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with, "Yes! Your lost ball in its mouth." It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you.
Okay, so of course, Princess and the Frog...
how very kind of him.
So yeah, the Princess and the Frog fairy tale, we all know this. So basically, let's kiss the frog.
Sure, why not?
And then the frog died.
Take frog.
Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big, bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat.
All right, kiss frog.
Kiss frog.
Kiss frog.
Frog?
Sorry.
Could you imagine if you kissed the frog but the frog died? That would have been a big twist.
Yeah.
You look at the frog's green lips. You're silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's.
Mr.
The little green frog changes into a handsome prince.
Mr. Narrator, is there something you're not telling us?
Fuck you. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to
Mr. Narrator, I'm just getting a little into this.
Why, you're nothing more than a peasant girl. Oh, shit. Well, ta-ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. Yeah, fuck you, you blonde prick.
Exactly. Okay, meanwhile, even though I don't need the ball anymore, I'll just take it because, oh well, doesn't hurt.
Take ball.
Exactly.
Take ball and go home.
Indeed.
Oh wait, you can't go home. Inventory cannot be displayed at this time.
Yeah, for some reason, I never understood this. For some reason, in some screens, you can't look at the inventory. But I never understood that. Anyway, okay, so now that we have the loot, let's play the loot to attract the Sagittarius since he likes music. Basically, he likes music, so it's good to play music to people who like music in these games. So.
Of
It was
course.
like playing the key trombone. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the loot curiously.
Oh yeah. Alright, so let's be nice and give him the loot.
Sure.
Whack him with loot on head. Okay, Pan gratefully accepts your gift of the loot, and in return he gives you his flute. Happy now, he dances away with it.
There you go. We have now got a flute, which will be useful.
And for some reason, flutes sound like harps.
Alright, now it's time to... Okay, basically Rosella is about to surpass the limits of human resistance. STA will confirm.
Open door.
Yes, I remember this.
Okay, so there's a woman there, but she can't help us right now, so
let's jump into the lake.
Actually, this is exactly what we're gonna do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have to do it?
We have to, actually. And it's not a lake, it's actually a sea. We're actually going to swim out to sea into an island. I'm not even kidding.
Oh.
Okay. So basically, we waited for the fisherman to... Basically, the fisher... as a little reference to King's Quest 1, the fisherman and the wife are kind of poor, so we're gonna give them a pouch of diamonds that we got.
Get gin.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him gin?
Yeah.
Give die.
I'm supposed to give them to him, not to her. So I'm like,
Talk to.
all right, first let's talk to him to get some context. Talk to fisherman.
You talk to the grizzled fisherman as he sits at the table. Sighing, he tells you, "Them fish ain't been biting lately. If things don't get together soon, I don't know what to do."
Well, lucky for you, I just happen to have a pouch of diamonds.
What a coincidence. You say hello to the
How
poor woman.
convenient.
With little patience, she responds, "What are you doing in here, young
Yeah,
woman?
sorry.
And goddammit, you won't let me read the dialogue."
Yeah, sorry about that.
Give diamond.
I can't type for shit.
You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who takes it gladly. "Wife, give the girl my fishing pole in trade."
I love you, wife.
Yeah, obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to him. "Thank you very much," she says, smiling.
Lady-
"You're certainly
Ladies and gentlemen, William Hurt in King's Quest 4.
I love how he doesn't even thank you or anything. He takes the pouch and he's like, "Woman, give her the fishing pole and trade."
Yeah, wife, fishing pole now. Who says that anyway?
William Hurt, of course.
Who just calls them wife?
Tough life, Dweebs. Tough life.
William Hurt.
And Akiva Goldsman, apparently.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to surpass the limits of human resistance, but well,
I believe
Against
I
her
can
best-
swim.
actually, I forgot.
Against her best efforts, she is dragged out to sea.
Okay,
Hey, narrator, I'm not like my brother.
okay, I forgot because to save first because in these games you have to save.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I forgot about the fishing. Yeah. By the way, I'm actually going for a full points playthrough. I actually get all the 240 points.
Rod.
Put worm in.
Fishing pole.
In.
I think I say fishing pole, don't I?
Put worm in her ass.
You can't do
Put
that.
worm in what, Mr. Player?
Okay, basically, I forgot what the actual name of the item is. It's fishing pole. I was thinking in Pokemon mindset, fishing rod, but in here it's called a fishing pole, so I have to say pole.
Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook of the fishing pole with the large earthworm.
Okay, it seems like the narrator's growing a crush on her.
Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you put the rod into the ocean.
What's next? Is he going to start complimenting her on her looks 24/7?
Almost immediately, you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and bites your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is!
A fish. Well, apparently we're much better fishermen than the actual fisherman.
Poor bastard.
Apparently.
Okay, and now it actually happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's surpass the human. Fuck human resistance. We're actually gonna swim out to sea.
The currents around the island pull Rosella under.
Screw that, narrator! I'm gonna swim!
Nothing like getting swept off your feet.
Oh.
So
okay,
yeah, we literally swam
nothing
into an
to it.
island because apparently that's possible.
I suppose.
So wait, so the women are the strongest swimmers in this family.
Well, considering this series was created by a woman, I guess female progression and shit.
Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door.
Yes,
This is Genesta's island. So let's visit her. See how she's doing.
Hey, those two fairies. Those look like two of the fairies from the Sleeping Beauty movie.
It's probably intentional, considering Roberta Williams is a huge Disney fan. As King's Quest 7 will
provide.
Yeah.
And I take it she's also, for King's Quest 8, she was a huge fan of Doom.
More like Diablo, but okay.
As you attempt
Diablo?
to speak to the gravely ill Genesta, her small fairy helpers flutter madly around her to see if they can help. Will you please let me finish my narration?
I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator.
Why bother hiring me if you won't even let me read all the dialogue?
You fairies.
This game does not understand fear.
Wait, hold on. That's not how you spell fairies. Well, at least not in the traditional sense.
It seems as if Rosella has difficulty in spelling.
Gaelic variant.
It's not me that has difficulty in spelling.
Okay, in this particular screen of the game is kind of troublesome to know exactly when I'm in the background of the stairs or when not on the foreground. So I tend to always get always stuck in there. And believe it or not, I was actually 5 minutes stuck in there, but I edited in and out some of the problems.
Janesta seems to have rage quit.
So basically, by this point, I'm really pissed off because of the stairs.
In this game are even worse than the ones in Castlevania 3.
Perhaps you need to purchase a copy of Leisure Suit Larry.
Sure.
Whoa!
For those who are not familiar with Leisure Suit Larry, Leisure Suit Larry was another point-and-click Sierra series that was a more adult-oriented show with a lot of, adult jokes and shit. So whenever you say a curse word in the Sierra games, they usually tend to do some kind of Leisure Suit Larry reference. So
anywho, but yeah, Pedro, I mean, are you gonna go back, because apparently the way the game wants you to spell fairies is different.
No, I'm not. The visiting Janesta is absolutely pointless aside from maybe getting a little more context on her and shit. But it's not really important. You don't even get any points in it or anything.
Oh, okay then.
Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for the peacock because there's, as you might have noticed when I arrived here, there's a peacock. There he is. So
there he is.
Basically, whenever we play this game, there's a random, always a peacock feather somewhere in the beach. However, its location is randomized, so I always have to every time you play the game. So I always have to see, okay, which screen is it this time?
So what do you need the peacock for?
Trust me, Jova. This is one of those cases where if you don't get the peacock feather, you're doomed.
Look.
Peacock.
A majestic peacock with a beautiful... Ugh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was take feather.
You might find one lying around it. Ugh.
For some reason, I kind of forgot about...
Janesta's tiny...
Sorry, Dwebs. Sorry, Dwebs. I forgot this particular moment that I was supposed to, leave the text there. Sorry.
You're so fucking fired.
But I'm the producer.
Just give me those feathers.
Producers can be fired too,
Okay, look.
Ground.
You see nothing but sandy soil.
Oh, here's a feather.
There you go. Found the feather.
Take feather.
All right, now let's go back to C because again,
we need to show that she's one of the best swimmers ever.
Yeah,
I believe I can swim.
Strong female character for the win.
Designed, made by another woman, oddly enough.
Yeah. There we go.
Rosella accidentally plunges into the river Styx.
Oh, look at that, a whale.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's nice.
When was this Free Willy?
Wrong kind of whale.
Horrors! You have been swallowed by a huge whale. Phew! This place stinks.
Just what I needed.
Pinocchio much?
Yeah.
We needed a Finding Nemo moment.
Take bottle. Okay, so basically every time we get into this into this whale's mouth, there's always a bottle with a random message, and the message is always different every time you play the game. So let's open the bottle and see which message the game gave us for this particular playthrough.
Open
Pedro,
the glass bottle and retrieve the imprisoned note.
Pedro, if they do make a remake, how much you want to bet there's going to be a fitting Disney reference here?
Oh, definitely.
Anybody out there? I had a condor drop this bottle in the nearest ocean to beg for help with King's Quest 1. Help me fight this fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, this message was actually put in here by Dwibs.
Actually, I didn't even get that far.
Dwibs?
Yeah. I went back in time to 1989 and asked for help.
Okay, now here's one of the most infamous moments of the entire series: climbing the whale's tongue.
Oh boy.
Basically, the problem with climbing the whale's tongue is that this is very how should I put it? Basically, unless you know exactly the correct path they want you to take in terms of the climbing, you'll always fall over and over and over. This is one of those really dated design stupid moments that once again severs why these games need remakes so much, just to update the design to for modern standards. Fortunately,
I'm surprised you haven't tried to talk to the skeleton.
Fortunately, I haven't played this game so many times as a kid. I've pretty much memorized the path for most of it. As you could see, I only needed to restore once in this particular run. So
are you sure you haven't edited them out?
No, I actually can guarantee you. No, I didn't edit anything out here.
What if Sierra themselves eventually remade these games for like PS4?
Well, from what we could tell, apparently the Odd Gentlemen are more interested in reinventing the series.
You viewer.
So there you go. This is why we needed the feather.
You frantically tickle the throat of the whale with a big peacock feather. You begin to feel the quiver under your feet, which quickly turns into a mighty tremble. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous "Achoo!" And then you are swept out of the whale's mouth in a tremendous wave of ocean water.
Awesome. Pedro, I'm surprised you didn't include a Pinocchio clip of Monstro sneezing for that.
I actually
find yourself swimming in the ocean.
Looking back, I probably should have put in the Monstro theme from Kingdom Hearts 1.
you know what? If I were doing this playthrough, I probably would have recorded the narration before we start the commentary. You found yourself stranded on a desert island. Also, it seems, have others before you. Now what are you going to do, Rosella?
Yeah, that's one of the main...
now think of something. I mean, if Gilligan could do it, why can't I?
That's one of the main...
That's why Gilligan's an idiot.
That's one of the main reasons why there are so many fan remakes of old Sierra games, because Sierra hit its real peak in golden age from King's Quest V onwards. So
now they're owned by Activision, and the ones working well, they used to be the ones working on the Crash Bandicoot games. Now I don't even know who's going to do anything.
Well, yeah, but the Sierra, actually, Joe, but the Sierra that worked in the Crash Bandicoot games is a completely different Sierra. It was only Sierra in name because Roberto Williams sold Sierra to a different company in the late 90s, and pretty much all of the developers who made all the old Sierra games have left the Sierra of today is a completely different company. Like only Sierra in name only, especially up until this point. I mean, now they're trying to get Sierra back to trying to set some face and shit. But up until the King's Quest remake was reboot was announced, Sierra was only Sierra in name only. SJ will confirm.
Yeah.
By the way, about that reboot, it actually looks kind of faithful in some regards. I'm
not too big on the... don't get me wrong, I love cel shading graphics. It's my favorite art style for games, but I don't know. I just don't feel like the actual character design for Graham looks very good.
Because he doesn't have packs.
Well, not just because of the packs. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't... It looks a bit... It looks off to me. It looks off to me. I can dig cel shading. It's just that I kind of wish they would have kept the art design a little more faithful to the old games. I don't know, but I can look past that. What my main problem is the gameplay. I don't really.
Gameplay also looks faithful to me. I mean, the only thing is just, you're not pointing and clicking, but you're kind of pretty much doing a similar enough thing. You're walking up to each one.
Okay, so
you put the shiny silver whistle to your lips and forcefully blow into it, producing a loud tweet. To your astonishment, a friendly dolphin appears just off shore and jabbers excitedly at you.
Echo.
Oh, great! So all I need to do is just cry a magical tear, and then I should be able to talk to it.
Oh,
wait,
that's
right. There's not a full moon. Well, at least that's what the attack...
I don't know what's worse, Echo the Dolphin or the dolphins from The Legend of Titanic.
Well, yeah, that's right. According to Italians, you can talk to animals when you shed a tear on the full moon. Wow, Italy, share with us more of your wonderful secrets.
But again, according to Germans, Christopher Columbus discovered America because he needed to rescue a fairy from a swarm god.
Okay, now that Okay, now we're done doing fairy tale references for now. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to get that magical fruit that will save King Graham.
No, Roberta. Reference Little Mermaid or something.
We already did that in King's Quest 2.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Or Batman.
Don't worry, don't worry, Duez. We'll still have what's the name? Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, we'll still have the free fates. Ever heard of the free? Actually, I'm guessing you guys have seen Disney's Hercules?
But that
was
a Greek
years ago.
myth. Yeah.
Okay, basically, remember those the free fates who have one eye and shit, so then they share the one eye between the three. Basically, we're gonna also those beings are actually mythological beings from fairy tale lore and shit. So we're actually gonna meet them too. But okay, meanwhile, now what
I'm guessing you want to make the unicorn spawn.
Lost, are you, Rosella?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing probably right now. Yeah, that's what I'm probably doing right now. I'm trying to get the unicorn to spawn, but then I'm gonna give up and go to the cave. Yeah.
So what's so great about the unicorn?
Well, the villain just basically asked you to bring it to her, you know.
Yeah.
Lolotte. Oh, that's right.
Basically, Joe, remember that note we found in King's Quest 3 in Manhattan's desk? That's basically about you shouldn't keep cats in the house. Steeds make far better pets. And then the letter was signed L. Well, there you go. That's Lolotte, yet another member of the Black Cloak.
So in that case, what happens if we don't get her that unicorn?
We die because she'll get pissed off and kill us.
Do we have a time limit then?
Actually, we do have a time limit. Yeah, this game actually, the entire story of this game takes place under a day. And if we don't manage to get the fruit by then, we'll actually have a bad ending where King Graham dies.
Yeah.
Obviously, that ending is not canon.
King's Quest 5, Part 2. What happens if King Graham dies?
Okay, basically...
Well, then Rosella becomes queen, I guess. Or Alexander becomes king.
I wish, but shall we tell them, Teo?
Not now.
Let me guess, they snuff it in the game.
No. You'll see. Basically, when we get to King's Quest 6 and 7, you'll see. But, Then again, by the way, Teo, have you played the Silver Lining?
What? Sorry?
The Silver Lining. The fan-made King's Quest 9, I mean.
Oh, no.
Well, honestly, since we're kind of when do I get to the cave? I'm sorry. That's what I'm really doing. I'm trying to get the unicorn to spawn, but it won't spawn. But okay,
You're wasting my time, Rosella. They're paying me by the hour.
Hey, I'm not the one wasting time here. It's the player controlling me.
Anyway,
besides, you're the narrator who seems to have an infatuation with me.
Whatever.
Anyway, so basically, like I was saying, the fan-made King's Quest 9, which then they had
Where the hell?
Wait, hold on. There's a fan-made King's Quest 9?
This game does not understand hell. It's a kid's game.
The game does not understand hell. Okay,
this game is an alphabet.
Okay, I'm at... I paused at 23:39.
Oh, there he is.
Can you tell me
Charlie!
Okay, 23:39, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot unicorn.
Basically, I just shot the unicorn with a Cupid arrow, and now he's friendly instead of running away. All right, hold on and click. Okay.
The magnificent unicorn is no longer afraid of you. Fuck.
Aw, you shot me with an arrow. I am now your friend.
Okay, now that the unicorn is, I guess, it's in love with me. Put bridle that we found in the... Okay, there we go.
As the beautiful unicorn offers no resistance, you gently place the golden bit into its mouth and fit the bridle and reins over its majestic head. The unicorn looks at you with curiosity.
Awesome.
That is not clear.
Right, unicorn.
You nimbly mount the magnificent unicorn, grab the golden reins, and set off towards shit.
The castle.
Yay.
Well, you didn't let me read it.
Sorry.
Onward, my steed, to Lolotte.
Okay, now we're actually going to start the... now I remember, yeah. I actually gave her the unicorn first, and then I go to the cave. Okay.
and then the unicorn fell off a cliff, taking you with it. The unicorn seems...
Sorry, Dwebs, I could not do anything about that. That's actually... I literally could not do anything about that. That's not my fault.
Fucking hell.
Again, during cutscenes, I don't have any control.
So...
Lolotte says...
I hear you were a good girl and brought me the unicorn. I'm almost convinced you might be innocent after all, but...
She clears her throat.
Not quite.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good, you think?
There is one final test.
Lolotte continues.
I am curious of the hens that laid the golden eggs. Currently, the hen is kept by the ogre and his wife.
Great, our dysfunctional
actually,
fantasy
that
family.
would be a giant.
Bring me the hen, and you shall have your freedom and a great reward. Tonight, we dine in the breeding chamber.
And as we've learned from King's Quest 1, ogres are a big no-no in King's Quest.
Can you guys please stick to your fucking script?
You were warned, ogre and ogre again.
It's
all right.
No bad joke jail.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Roberta Williams is like the star prisoner of this jail.
Yeah.
The force of the water pushes you back. Oh wait, now the laws of water apply.
Yes.
So let's see. Roberta Williams.
In a giant sea? Nah, but in a smaller lake, which is comparatively easier. No, I can't help it.
Allow me to say something that people like me and Teo, aka King's Quest, always say. This is a Sierra point-and-click adventure game. Logic has no place here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Sure.
Take boy.
No, seriously, dweebs. That's how it works.
These guys completely ignore logic when they're making these games.
Light.
Light them up.
Okay, remember the lantern that the dwarf gave me? Well, we're gonna use it now.
Take bone. Pick.
Excuse
Really,
me,
Rosella?
sir.
Do you have any respect for the dead?
Excuse me, sir, madam. I just need to use this. Light the
Using a
lantern.
flint attached to the ore lantern. You light it. The lantern burns with a bright glow.
Now let's say, because this is actually really troubling, because there's some kind of evil being chasing us in the cave.
Watch
Oh, boy.
out! Oh no, you've been caught by the vicious troll!
That's a
Fate be what
troll.
it may, you are dragged off to meet it.
Well, to be fair, Joe, we can't really see what it looks like, so for all we know, it could be anything.
I was wondering if that was just an
Thank you
embodiment.
for playing King's Quest 4, The Pearls of Rosella. Next time, be more careful.
Yeah, that's another main reason why people want this game, are so waiting for this game to be remade, preferably by AGDI, because King's Quest V was the one that actually introduced the death puns. So this was before we had the death puns.
But this time it's just Roberta Williams telling you to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so basically...
God damn it, Roberta, I get it. We suck.
Oh, actually, Dwebs, that's an interesting thing. In King's Quest V, we have a lot of death puns, but then sometimes, for some reason, they'll just go back to the old ways and go, "Thanks for playing King's Quest V." I remember once watching a blind LP of it by Paul Duggan from the Glasses. Like, there were so many puns, and then all of a sudden, "Thanks for playing King's Quest V," and Paul Duggan got pissed off. Oh, what? No smarmy answer? Come on, narrator.
No, it's just Roberta to say that to you. Like,
So let's see. Roberta Williams, Akira Hino, Shu Takumi, and Janet Hisu are probably some of the star guests of the Bad Joke Jail.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other prisoners there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I said there's some of the star prisoners.
Okay.
No wonder Roberta Williams isn't making games anymore. She's been in Bad Joke Jail for years.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because she said she quit the gaming industry because she didn't like where the industry was going. Even back in the late 90s, she was already predicting that, she didn't like the new direction towards more realism in games and shit. She prefers fantasy, so.
Well, in recent years, fantasy.
But see, the thing
But
is,
even in the fantasy games, they're trying to make them a bit overly realistic. I mean, well, I'm not saying that realistic graphics are inherently evil.
Actually, Jova, she wasn't just talking about in terms of graphics. She was talking about in terms of more.
I know that too.
Yeah.
And you fell into a random chasm.
Yeah, the problem here, this is another one of those dated, stupid design moments that once again, this game...
Oh my goodness! A chasm!
Basically,
Mr. Narrator!
Basically, you have no choice here but to just, trial and error and try to see if you're in the right place to put the board so you can cross the chasm.
Talk about trial by fire.
Don't you mean, wouldn't you say trial by darkness?
Trial by darkness and light.
All right.
A chasm again!
All right, fortunately, we're done.
Dun, 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 dun,
I believe that... Hey, not now, Mr. Narrator. Besides, I believe that deep down there is a light that will never go out.
No, thank you.
King's Quest Kingdom is light.
See you in the next part, everybody.
Yes,
Thank you.
part.